My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Ooh, it's Necrobinder Day. Large capsule. Booming conch. Meow's torment. Yuck. Alright. What can we do best here? So if I go full counters, there's only one rest. It's this path. Cutting along here. I don't know if one rest, one late shop is enough for the first floor. I almost want to try and take something that gives me the ability to take this elite, because then I can go rest, shop, rest, chest, rest. Only problem is, after that, I have another compulsory elite, which is almost certainly a loss. Unless I take Booming Conch and I get the additional draw, and then I focus on something that can give me the ability to take those lines. I think even if I take those other lines over on the left, I think I just end up at the end of the floor without enough value to actually continue going. I'd love to do something Doom-related. Game, care to let me? Berry, Reap, and Poke. We should probably take the one that we have the ability to play in Reap, even if it does half the damage of Berry. Feels real difficult to take. Well, what if I... You know what? Big risk. Let's take it. I'm going to take Berry. One of these events, this is way too risky to do, but look, it's the first 2 minutes of the video. If I die, it's fine. Bird Nest, come on, Slither. I need the Slither. I need to randomize the cost of Berry. That's my plan. I'll remove a card from this deck, unfortunately. I can't fight the enemies because I have no AoE cards and they would just absolutely destroy me. Alright, I need a Wisp. I need Borrowed Time. I need something at the end of this fight. Oh my god. Really? Fine. I missed out on a strike the previous turn. Hopefully it doesn't end up actually costing me HP. Yeah, it won't. If I want to have any chance of getting through this next fight, I think I need Drain Power. Okay. Bodyguard Strike Unleash. And strike. Drain Power. We got Unleash Defender. Defend. Drain Power upgrades that defend and then Unleash for maximum damage. We've got one more turn's worth of incoming damage that I'm comfortably able to take. This additional turn's pretty hard, and then we die. Yeah, I kind of expected that when we took the berry, to be fair. I wanted to give it a... there was 3 question marks ahead of me. I wanted to give it just a slight chance to be a ridiculous run from the very first second. If I took Reap, I don't even know if I still would have been able to get through that combat effectively. Definitely would have had a better shot. Let's have a look at our parts here. Hopefully we have something a lot better. Okay, yeah, this is not as bad. We've got a couple of 2 rest, 1 elite paths. One with a late shop, so I'll be taking that. I'm going to take the random rare sacrifice. Sure, nothing wrong with that. Now that I know how to use it. Of course, the value in sacrifice is that it triggers, or rather it says, retain. If Osti is alive, he dies, and you gain block equal to double his max HP. So if he has only 1 current health, but 900 max HP, you get 1,800 block. So it's really good for squeezing a little bit of additional value out of an Osti that is otherwise quite poorly. Explosive Ampule, I'll take Severance. Great soul generation. Alright, give me the relic. Ooh, White Beast statue. Potions always appear in combat rewards. Oh, come on! We get it this run? Ugh, fine, you know what? Slither my Severance. So every time we draw Severance, it's going to have its cost randomized now. I'm going to use the Explosive Potion because potions are significantly less valuable when I have White Beast statue. Deathbringer, Rattle, and Scourge. I think Deathbringer is just a really good card. Also gives us a source of AoE, something we otherwise have no access to at the moment. 5 more damage on Severance after the upgrade. I kind of want to go for the additional elite. In AoE circumstances, we're pretty good. In single target circumstances, it gets worse. Fine, I'll take a normal fight. Afterlife, Sow, and Clarity Extract. If I take anything here, it's Afterlife. I'm going to deny taking that. I've got quite high value cards in this deck at the moment. I don't want to decrease the value of the deck just to take an additional card. Deathbringer, and then Sacrifice, so I don't have to take all of that damage this turn. Severance sets up the front line to die. I'll defend, then Soul. Yeah, sure, if I've got to sacrifice to save some HP this turn, I'll do it. Bodyguard, Sacrifice, Strike. I still have to take a little bit of additional damage here, but I finished the fight. That thing does a lot of damage. I think I probably should have used my Vulnerable Potion very, very early on in that fight to try and help take that out in a round earlier. Probably would have saved me like 14 HP. Invoke. Yeah, with Souls in the deck and 2 cards that have high or random costs. Invoke giving us the additional energy is very useful. I want to upgrade Deathbringer, so I'm certain in an AoE fight it just finishes it for us. Nice. Mango, 14 max HP. As well as 14 current HP. This one will lead the Clarity Extract. Woof. Okay, so the difference between 51 and 26 is 25. Can't do that with vulnerability and 2 strikes. Okay, 13. We've got you to your split value. I'll defend and then sacrifice. Still take damage this turn, unfortunately. Deathbringer is in the next cycle. Hopefully... Okay, we're fine. Could have been a lot worse. Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. Give me Haunt, please. Borrowed Time. I have 0 ethereal cards in the second moment. Borrowed Time. Applies 3 Doom to yourself. Gain an energy. Yep. I don't need a second copy of that, but... that one, absolutely. Definitely don't need to pay HP to gain potions. Spoils map is pretty good, though. It'd be so good if I could take the membership card. Automation. Every 10 cards you draw, gain an energy. Yes, please. I also want another copy of Severance as soul generation, and I'll take a Defy as well as... weak and block. It's just leg sweep, but it costs 1 mana. Hell yeah. That was one hell of a turn. And they get an extra energy at the top of the next turn already. We can use Soul Draw. I'm liking the double Severance deck. Our potion, I think, is going to be more important. Wisp? I don't think I need a copy of Wisp. I think I've got enough energy gain between the single invoke, single borrowed time, and upgraded automation. I'm really hoping to get Deathbringer as quickly as I can now. Wait, hang on. That one does 18 damage, so if I'm going to be using both Severances this turn, which is quite likely, I should probably take out both of the backliners. Which is 18 to you, and then 13 to you. Hilarious how little this is. I'll take a bottled potential. There's not that many hands here that do nothing, but that happened to be one of them. And there goes the slime. Block potion. Pull from below. Defy Defile. Pull from below deals 5 damage for each ethereal card played this combat. I only have one in Defy. Maybe if I have a second copy of Defy. But do I want a second copy of Defy? Like, it is Defend ++, but between that and Deathbringer, especially after I upgrade Defy, I don't think I'll need it. The additional turn of weakness on Defy, I think, is, like, actually really important here. And we'll be using a power potion in this fight as well. Oh, Haunt! Hell yeah. If you play a soul, a random enemy loses 6 HP. Defy Deathbringer, so we can keep you weak for a while as well. Great first turn. In case of really unlucky turns, we have both Sacrifice held over, as well as Block Potion, as well as just Osti's HP. So we've got, like, a lot of different kind of, like, safety mechanisms going on in this deck at the moment. I'm not going to put Unleash in the new cycle because it's not that important to me yet. This one's going to be our Block Potion turn. So our real damage potential comes from playing Severance and then the souls that Severance plays. So, like, ideally, I will always play both Severances each cycle. I'd love to get back to Defy here. Sacrifice is 18 blocks, so that's not that bad. We could go Sacrifice Deathbringer here. Oh no, literally as soon as I play a soul, the enemy's staggered. Okay, Deathbringer, soul, we cycle past. Get additional energy here. I'd love to soul invoke setup. Yeah, we got high costs in the rest of the deck. There you go. Enemy will debuff me this turn, and then the turn after that, they're gonna go ringing. So for the ring turn, we want to have Sacrifice ready, so that we just have the ability to defend with a single card. I could have seen Defy, or even maybe Severance being played there instead, to be honest. And it's done. Get him! Dex Potion and, ooh, both already upgraded. Reperform. Whenever attacks deal damage, they apply that much doom. The thing that I don't really... like, I want to take Spirit of Ash. Whenever you play an Ethereal card, game 5 block. The only problem is I've got exactly one of them in the deck, but... I think if I take the right... Ooh, can you give me Ethereal cards? Tezcatara? Please. What do you got for me? 0 cost strikes with Eternal. I mean, yeah, I'd always be able to play them, but they would still always be strikes. Remove 4 cards from your deck. When you shuffle the draw pile, add a soot into the draw pile. That's not bad, because, you know, those strikes are still never going to be played, so I might as well have a soot after cycling the deck 4 times. And Wax Relics. I like Wax Relics as well, to be clear, but, I prefer removing 4 strikes. Speaking of removing, I'm also going to take the opportunity to go to this early shop and remove again. And you're not going to believe it, but later on this floor, after I get the 600 gold from my spoils map, I might treat myself to removing another card. That's my Deathbringer. If you don't give that back, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god, I should have played Spirit of Ash before that. Oops. All I need in this deck is a single copy of Haunt. That's all I need. There's no way, right? It is important that you never speak to me. How goddamn dare you? There goes my Deathbringer. Alright, AoE just became a problem for us again. Shroud. Whenever you play a Doom, gain 3 block. Well, I don't apply Doom with this deck anymore. For some reason. I'd love to take Death March. Great damage, great single target damage. Works in the deck that has a bunch of draw. I want to remove a card as well, but I think I do need a scaling damage card that'll individually target someone. Vulnerability seems really important, but so does AoE in a world where I've just denied myself all of my AoE. I'll take the 1-cost vulnerability. Yep. Here's where we pay for not having AoE in this deck anymore. Squash. That's not going to be enough. Oh my god. I really wish I'd taken the AoE card. I didn't think I was going to get immediately punished about it. Now they've all got strength, and it takes me like 4 attacks to kill any one of them. It's going great. Mm-hmm. One down. Defy. Incredible work. Perfect. Got the exoskeleton down. Energy potion. Spur. Pre-upgraded spur as well. Really good pickup there. I'm going to take the rest because I need to. Yeah, we don't ever know if we're ever going to run into Hunter Killer in a second's time. Probably going to use Dexbot in this fight as well. I'm gonna use an energy pod to get Severance out there as well. I think it's just really important I have those played. Swash Severance. Like, to me at the moment, it's really about just keeping my damage up as long as I can. Came into this fight with 60 health, right? Woof. Okay, buddy, that Severance will do it. I take a Deathbringer. Add Ethereal to a card in your hands. Gives us the ability to make a card Ethereal. Then it gives us additional block when we play Spirit of Ash. That's actually pretty good, because we can just put it on a Severance, because we already intend to play the Severance every time, and then give the Severance the ability to give us block. I don't want to take a card here. I desperately want to remove a card, because I'm about to remove more cards. It gets more valuable. Venerable Tea set. Page Storm. Whenever you draw an ethereal card, draw one card. There is also Royal Stamp. Upon pickup, choose an attack or skill in your deck and enchant it with Royally Approved, making it draw into your opening hand and retain. I like the idea of Page Storm, and with it already upgraded, I think it's easier for us to take. I also think Hidden Gem goes in this deck, and then we just give Hidden Gem the Royal Approvement. I do want to stick to removing additional cards wherever available and possible, and I'll take a Dark Shackles, which is a really, really valuable and versatile defense card. Random Power, previously upgraded as well. Shroud, I don't care about that at all. I'll rest here. I am going to take this Elite as well. Oh. Triple Severance is pretty good. Yeah, no, I'll save Sacrifice for a better time. Okay. This is fun. Well, Sculpting Strike the Borrowed Time. Now that's an ethereal card. Perfect. Sadly, I don't get to keep Dark Shackles until the next turn. Hopefully I draw it. That would be incredible. No such luck so far, but this Severance plays 3 times. So I get 3 souls in hands. Follow up with Unleash. Yeah, it had so lethal. So very lethal. Reptile Trinket. When you use a potion, gain 3 strength this turn. We constantly have potions. That's really good. Second borrowed time, I think, might be a bit much. I just want to upgrade the first one, if anything. Oblivion. When you play a card this turn, deal 3 doom to a random enemy. Sorry, 3 doom to this enemy. That would make Shroud do something. And also, it just seems generally a pretty good card. So. Triple Dark Shadows is not what we were looking for. It's okay, I've got enough to stagger the Bulbug in the front line. Unfortunately, I have to take 7 damage afterwards, though. No strength for you, ever. Actually, hang on, we obviously should have played Oblivion on someone before doing that. If we're going to play 4 cards afterwards. Defend myself as best I can. Spirit of Ash gives Death March Ethereal, so that when I play it, it gives me some block, and then unfortunately I still gotta take a bunch of damage afterwards. This fight did more damage to me now than the Elite did. Triple Unleash seems pretty good. Potion of Doom, Enfeebling, Debilitate. Enfeeblings are pretty good. Ethereal to be able to play with relative consistency rather, and it's good in this upcoming fight as well. Triple Enfeebling. That's going to be pretty good. This turn. Same, I didn't get Shroud last turn, but Triple Enfeebling Touch certainly helps it. Okay, Spirit of Ash, Page Storm. We're going to Severance and draw. There's Dark Shackles and Defy, and then I'm not going to play anything else so that I can keep both of those in the new cycle. That Vulnerable Potion needs to be used soon. Oh, wow. Death March does nothing here. Triple Bodyguard's pretty good. I'm going to Sculpting Strike the Invoke so that I can get some defense this turn. Unfortunately, I have to draw and play a Frantic Escape this upcoming turn. Thankfully, we do. You can get that vulnerability, because I am going to also use Severance, Spur, and Unleash this turn. Let's start with Severance. Defy, great block work. Oblivion. There's nothing I could draw into that I would want to draw into now rather than later. Again, I lose Osty at the end of that, unfortunately, but... I'm keeping Enfeebling Touch by playing it. This Bodyguard, though, is really good to have played. I don't want that to be my next hand, so I will draw... twice. And that's actually enough for me to get enough energy to play Shroud, so now I can defend myself when I play Oblivion turns. Pretty sure I'm through most of the souls, sadly. Oh, that'll help. Alright, first off, Sculpting Strike on Bodyguard. Bodyguard is an ethereal card with replay now, so Spirit of Ash gives me 5 block 3 times. Incredible. Solve the draw, and just Frantic Escape. Keep this HP. Borrowed Time, Frantic Escape, and Sacrifice. Just gotta keep myself far away from you. Hidden Gem hits Soul. That's not great, but it's fine. Yeah, there's the Defy. Focus Ethereal as well. Okay, we've got Death March in this hand, as well as 2 souls. That's huge. This soul draws, like, a full hand, so that's the last one I play. Okay, again, we have another soul that does the same. Squash Severance. 1 and 2, and then they die to Oblivion. Yeah, that is probably the most I've ever handled the Insatiable. We just escaped your effect. Transfigure, Necromastery, and my absolute favorite. Hey, Neurosurge really does complement Shroud. I need a better damage strategy, though, so that I'm not just, like, dying while I use Neurosurge. Great. Ethereal copy of the first attack you play each turn. Yeah, that's incredible for us. Not only is it an ethereal copy, so it helps that way, being an ethereal card for us to play, but it is also often going to dupe a 0-cost ridiculous card. Oh, triple Spirit of Ash is really good. Sadly, other than that, this first turn, no, not good. That was a lot more damage than I wanted to take. Yikes. Did I not put enough defense in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw, draw, draw. No, it's pretty unlucky that I haven't drawn any of my defensive cards yet. Great. Just cycle my way all the way to Death March being an insta-kill. So yeah, we're really good at doing that after a couple of turns. I'll take an upgraded pass. Give me a power, because it'll be upgraded. At the end of combat, upgrade a random card. Hell yeah. Powers cost 1 less. It affects 1, 2. It affects 2 of the powers in my deck, but that's it. No, upgrade a random card at end of combat, please. Upgrade 3 cards here. Things are starting to get real tricky in terms of the old HP. Borrowed time 3. That almost risks killing me now. Speaking of risks killing me, there's a Neurosurge in my hand. I cannot do that right now. You know, the terrifying thing about this is yeah. Everything got pretty much worse. I'd love to play Borrowed Time. Unfortunately, it would kill me. If I apply any Doom in this match, then I've died. Squash to set up some vulnerability. Get him with the Death March. So we are barely alive. I rest for 24 health. No matter what path I take, I have to take at least one more elite after this. These opening hands are just letting me down so hard. Yep. That's the best defense I can get with my opening hand. I really must not have put enough defense in this deck at all. Yeah, I totally did. Damn it. I want to play it. I want to play it so bad. Sculpting through Invoke and then Invoke. Idea there being that the additional energy this turn might give us the ability to do something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Full defense that turn, alright. I could have used Mazla's Gift at the top of this combat. It would not have changed the outcome. Alright. 1 damage taken. Stop tripling the borrowed time! It's the one I can't play! That seems intentional and also mean. I wonder if my best, because next turn I'm screwed. I'm almost certainly dying next turn. So I wonder if my best chance is I try and kill you this turn. You're vulnerable. Yeah. I got a lot of energy left in hand. I got 2 Death's March left in draw. They scale with draw, which is the thing that I do right now. 66 and 66. Yeah, that's it. Pendulum. When you psycho deck, draw an additional card. Stonecracker at the start of boss combats. Upgrade 3 cards for that combat exclusively. I'm going to use Mazalith here. I think there's 0 chance I'm making it out of this combat. Page Storm 3. That's nothing. Okay, 0 cost Severance duped is pretty good. Death March takes out one of you. I mean, hey, I've got to play a lot of ethereal cards that turn. Unfortunately, they weren't blocking me. Enfeebling Touch saves us from taking any damage. I think Invoke could help. There's the triple Page Storm. It's not an ethereal card, unfortunately. Damage taken. This is the last turn that I have before Maginite does 40 damage. Yeah, we're going to double Severance that back line as well. Mad Science is still really good. Yeah, so my Death Tools, or rather my ability to kill is Death March. There's Death March in hand already, and Maginite goes down with it. Okay. Spirit of Ash, Sculpting Strike, it hits Soul, Soul, and Soot. And then I play those to defend us. Get him. I don't think I need the upgraded invoke there. I think I need to rest. I think I need to go to the shop. I think I need to take whatever defensive tools I can get. Friendship. Lose a strength, gain an energy at the start of each turn. There's also Seance. Transform a card from the draw pile into a soul. Okay, I'm going to remove a default defend, and I'm going to take the Seance. Oh, enchants with Swift 2. Almost certainly automation. Immediately draws 2 cards after we play it. And yeah, there's nothing else that triggers its attack or defense commonly enough to worry about instead of automation. One more rest, and then it's boss fighting time. This guy's going to be annoying. I'll use my clarity. Ooh, Seance got tripled. That's pretty good. I'm going to have to go off this turn. I don't have a choice. Age Storm, Seance through 3 worst cards in the deck at this point are going to be... Base Defend. I feel like Base Unleash as well, because I don't have that much summon. And Base Spur. Automation. I know there's Death March drawn in this deck somewhere. There it is. Okay, delay. I don't need to play anything else. I wanted to play the Invoke, but we already had a delay out, so it's got to be more than good enough for us there. Great. Spirit of Ash, then Defy. Actually, I'm also going to Sculpting Strike Oblivion, because I'm pretty much always going to play that when I draw it. I'll also Sculpting Strike Borrowed Time. Similar, but not the same reason. I don't need to propagate more copies of Severance in the draw. Got a lot of them. Okay. Oh, Hidden Gem hit the Death March. Oh, that's a lethal card. I just draw until I hit that. And then kill the enemy with it. Ooh, look at that 0-cost Severance right there. Oblivion, Seance through Soot, and honestly probably Squash at this point. And Invoke. Then Severance, Severance. I'm gonna Sculpting Strike, the Sculpting Strike, the Death March. Triple play Death March. Yeah, as much setup as I can get. Weakening you, defying that turn, and we've still got Hidden Gem. Yep, cool. Alright, first fight's not a problem here then. That's solved. Yeah, Hidden Gem just hitting a soul randomly is not that appealing. Oh, the triple defy, hell yeah. Alright, there's Death March, so now we need to empty our hand as commonly as we can. Alright, Death March is now 81 damage. Seance through basically anything with a cost at this point. Oblivion Borrowed Time. Drawing. Ooh. Hidden Gem triple hits delay. That's pretty cool. Totally unnecessary, but it's pretty cool. Perfect. Hidden Gem has to hit Oblivion or Borrowed Time now. It hit Borrowed Time. I think I'm probably infinite, but I'm not really doing an infinite right now. Hell yeah. Hidden Gem, Seance is ready to destroy literally the entire draw pile. Okay. I did it. I filled my hand with soot. It's not an infinite because I have to fill my hand with soot eventually. However, this Death March does 217, 51, 651 damage. That worked out pretty well. Oh, Hidden Gem got the upgrade here. Hell yeah. Mad Science doesn't need to be played in this fight. Obviously, I never get to see the upgrade it hits. Page Storm? I mean, yeah, I'll do it. But, automation. As much as I want Shroud out there, I'll do that after I can. Invoking here, I think, is huge because I've still got Page. No, it's not Page Storm. Where are you? Oh, it's none of these, actually. Thank you for the Dark Shackles. That was really important. Let's Seance a Clumsy and then just pass. Yeah, it's because I knew Severance is still in the draw pile, so I really want to be able to hit that. And then use that for additional draw this turn. I will be using Neurosurge relatively early on in this combat as well. H-Storm 3. Let's get Spirit of Ash out on the board as well. Continue drawing. Oh my god, 0/0 cost Severance? Hell yeah. Okay, this is a good turn to stop playing. I'm going to play Delay and Shroud, continue setting myself up to be basically untouchable. Hidden Gems left in the draw pile. We've also still got Sculpting Strike in there to give us the ability to make something ethereal. Hopefully we get something particularly appealing for that. I mean, I've just got ethereal cards in hand that I would like to play. Seance my way through this Invoke. There we go. Ooh, Hidden Gem the Unleash. All right, so we are working on some sort of max HP strategy here. Fair enough. I mean, you give Ethereal to the card that replays. Seance through a Soot. Defy and Enfeebling. I'd rather keep a hold of those. I'm not going to use the Soul because I don't want to draw into anything ethereal that I would rather keep. Ooh, we got a triple hit on that borrowed time. Didn't manage to draw it, and we lost a bunch more cards there. That's okay, though. Then Severance twice sets us up. Use Sculpting Strike here to get rid of one of the Soots, so I don't have to deal with them just, like, dominating my hand. Weaken the enemy in anticipation of their attack next turn. Your turn. 30 incoming damage. Oblivion, Hidden Gem. Enfeebling Touch triple. Hell yeah. Let's Seance through one of the Soots. Delay. Severance. Severance. Oh my god. I can't stop drawing these Severances. There you go. Big old Enfeebling Touch. No damage on you. Okay, we have 24 Doom. We've got 67 health. I project that this is going to go quite well. I'll even borrow some time. Hell, I should have sculpted that first. Death March is actually a better sculpt because then I get another copy of it. Ooh, triple spur. Cool too. Death March, Death March, Severance, Severance. Or a time gives me the ability to keep playing cards. I burned out my Unleash earlier. Yeah, that's why I don't just already have lethal. I was wondering a little bit about that. 1, 2, 3, and one last one. Beautiful. I think we really, like, cinched and pulled that out there. The end of Act 2 and the start of Act 3 was absolutely terrifying. I think we chose exactly the right pathing that we needed to do so. I think 2 elites this floor, a bit risky, but it gave me enough additional ability to pick up value from rests. Hell yeah. I'm so glad that I got to use Spirit of Ash as, like, my main defensive tool as well. Turns out Spirit of Ash is really good if you have the ability to make other cards ethereal, Because then you just choose a card that has replay, or choose a card that has 0 cost, or choose a card that you're cycling constantly. I mean, nice to have Mad Science at the start of the final floor helping us with a bunch of upgrades there. That was also very, very helpful, actually, in retrospect. A lot of these cards would not have had upgrades without you. Hell yeah. Good fight. What did the Arcane Scroll give me at the start? Did it give me Spirit of Ash, or did it give me Seance? No, it gave me Sacrifice, right. But Sacrifice was really helpful, just as a very, very useful tool. The retain keyword means a lot more than I was prepared to accept. Both on that and, yes, Snakebite. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all of my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube's recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And a thank you and a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully you'll all be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.